Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
Attention citizens, this evening the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning. Attention Dunwall citizens, be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the proper...
Lord Pendleton has departed for the evening to attend to matters at the manor. It concerns the departure of his brothers. I'm sure you understand.
Don't worry. We won't start the interrogation without you.
Where do I find a good meal around here? If you think prison food's bad, you should see what the Abbey serves its captives. I think the overseers make it themselves.
La di da di da di da. La di da di da, la di da da da, la di da da.
Nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Punished by officers of the watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the property and rights of others in these trying times and preserving the timeless beauty of our fair city.
You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
Bah, you're part of this rabble. But I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
A curious strategy.
Of which I approve. I could use a drink.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The Ascendancy Circle has chosen T.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock. I realize, well, everything you're thinking I already realize. I'm a natural philosopher, but that doesn't mean I'm not a gentleman, or I try to be one. It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
Not this. King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I swear I never saw her face. Although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city. And perhaps the Empire itself.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well.
A masked ball. You happen to have the most clever mask of them all.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready? Regent's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me. I think that old woman they call Granny Rags used to live around here. Makes sense that a lunatic like her would be neighbors with Lady Boyle.
Corvo, Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tibian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
Last year, Waverly threw a garden party, and we slipped in after the Esther months canceled. Well,
they were my invitation.
Maddie, don't chase after that. You don't know what's in those buildings.
No.
Pendleton, is that you?
Are you looking forward to the party?
Oh, yes. They're going to wear the same costume in different colors, and we're meant to guess another of their eccentric fancies. I suppose we know expressively tiresome.
If you're not going to have fun...
Invitation, please.
I'll stroll. Once we locate the wine.
Harold takes pride in being difficult.
As much as you take in being easy.
Shall we go in?
Emma insisted we need
Right this way, sir.
Well, I'm going to catch plague, and die waiting out here.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Why don't you wait here, as any gentleman would, and we'll go inside and make nasty remarks about Emma's style. Or lack of it.
Well, we know I'm no gentleman, so you might as well make them here.
You have to feel sorry.
Look at that mask. Sick bastard.
She must be desperate. When have the boiled...
Another party game. It was fun. Are you going to be playing the Boyles game?
I hear the whole second floor is off limits tonight. Too many guests walking off with their valuables.
Oh my, that's wicked. Who made that mask for you? It's exactly like the wanted posters.
That's going to cast a pall over the whole evening.
The party's in. I hope you're not lost, sir. You'll find everything inside.
Welcome. Most of the guests are inside. Might be best if you joined them.
Yes?
Pendleton? What's he got to say to me? Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this. It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of.
Lord Pendleton's representative will select his weapon.
Please enjoy yourself. Inside.
Yes?
Cold night, sir. Warmer indoors.
Hello. The Boyles hope you have...
Careful. We tried for a peek upstairs and the map on duty is an ass.
I should have taught him some manners. This party is a sham.
Move along.
I'm sure he's just doing his job. A party like this, anyone might have crept in.
Excuse me, my cousin is a marquis.
Of course I don't mean you, but people are desperate, and the Boyles are awfully wealthy these days.
Nonsense. Waverly just hired...
Things are bad.
Smell like the streets.
Could the city get any worse?
Been slumming it, have you?
Will it never...
Lydia, Waverly, Esma, Wyatt.
Oh, hello, I'm
Red.
Ella.
There
Enjoy
has to
the
be a
party.
clue upstairs just to
if you
who's
can. Did you hear about Mrs. Brimsley? You'll never believe this.
What is it now?
She had her jobber pick up a boy in the street, barely 16 years old. No family left.
I thought her
You, a gentleman? Go ahead, help yourself. I take
Who
everything I
invited
can
you?
carry.
You don't look
They'll
familiar.
never miss it.
And I
You're
know
a
everyone.
scandal in that mask. I like a man with poor judgment. Would you get me a drink? I'd be so grateful.
Is it true that more bone charms have been taken?
What
from
most
the
people don't
baskets
remember is
since the plague
the
started?
rats came a half a year before the Empress died. And the plague, too.
Are you sure? That's not how I remember it.
There's something called... Excuse me.
Come and entertain me. Thank you so much. Now, how can I thank you? Are you playing Lady Boyle's guessing game? Well, I know for a fact that Waverly's in white tonight. Perhaps she's pretending to be a virgin. Additionally, Lily... in red.
Enjoying yourself.
You seem interesting. I love that mark on the back of your hand. Tell me, have you learned anything more?
What's it all about? And how do you know this?
My servants heard it from
my
hers,
darlings.
naturally. They were sexual.
Welcome to my party. I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
Nephew's blood.
Ridiculous. What sort of hygiene is that?
It's a ritual for the outsider.
Rat. Doing all right there.
Lord Brisby has arrived.
Delightful. Scary mask.
Try Miss White in the moth mask. I hear she's lonely.
Don't bother me. I'm watching the hall.
You should see this
I'm
as
not
an
here for
opportunity.
conversation. To what? Learn a trade? Join the city watch?
Your house built its fortune in. Go ahead, take it. Everyone does. I had a servant sew me an extra pocket.
Indeed.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak. Privately. I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors for your cause. I know your purpose here tonight, and how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there. I'm not proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Waverly. I won't harm her, I swear. I'm a man of means. Just bring her to the cellar, and I will keep her safe with me. Forever.
Well, what is it? Oh, really? Tell me. Well done. But you'll have to name all three of us for the cameo. Absolutely not. I don't know you or your family.
Teach him to best be a card.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Chances are very good.
Filthy creature. You saw him too?
Doing all right there?
Unfortunate lapse
Get
of
them sent to
taste.
the Abbey.
Nobody that rich gets sent.